Inspirado, Projecto. Hello, I just wanted to call in and thank you so very much for the Orson Welles endorsement that you gave me a while ago. I just used it in an episode that I released moments ago. It's about H.P. Lovecraft. I'm reading some horror into my show right now because I love Halloween so much. And I've been reminded lately that my voice can actually be kind of scary. So I'm going to kind of scare my listeners. Stop by for a visit if you feel like it.
Today is June 20th, 2019, 11:42 a.m. 42 is the answer to the universe. 11 is the gateway. Together, they are 8. 8 is infinity. So, looks like we got off on a marvelous foot here. This episode will contain some riffs, some discoveries. Plus, I think the time is now for me to start putting in little pieces of my journey through the 311 cruise. They might be little 15 minutes here and there. I've got about an hour and a half of stuff, so I'd like to draw it out. It's tricky to capture in audio format. As you well know, when you yourself capture audio format, it's a little tricky to actually get all of that vibration. So what you're going to hear is me mostly drunk on the ship, talking with people. And if you're on the ship, you understand that it's quite... If it feels like it might be kind of chaotic, there's a controlled sort of, everyone's following their intuition. It looks like chaos, but everyone's following their intuition and it works harmonically. It's really quite interesting. You're probably going to hear yourself on here. If you were on the 311 cruise, you might hear yourself on here. I, for the most part, might not remember what days certain things happen on certain times. You're going to hear, whether it's on this episode or another episode, you're going to hear my behind-the-scenes stuff with Yachtly Crew. You're going to hear my wanderings along the deck. I did not do a lot of that. I didn't carry the phone with me a lot. I left it in the room mostly. And then there were times where I realized, oh my God, I've got to record these momentous occasions. It's got to happen. So... It's just enjoy the soundscape. Enjoy the soundscape. Put it on, zone out, especially if you're on a long ride. Imagine this. This is pretty cool. Imagine if you're out there driving through the desert, you're on a freeway, and you're listening to a podcast that's taking place on a cruise ship filled with lovable people. Most of the people on that ship were purely there for good harmonic vibes. And you will hear in these conversations, everybody can just not get enough of saying great stuff about the ship. So it's a stream of consciousness, one which row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Well, this 311 cruise was quite a dream. It was, I carpe diemed it to the best of my knowledge and abilities. I carpe diemed it. From the aft to the port, from the port, aft, port, let's see, port, aft. I'm going to do a little investigation here, folks. Parts of a yacht. Here we go. Anatomy of a yacht. Oh, here we go. Anatomy of a yacht. Here we go. Thank you, yachts4fun.com. Yachts, number 4, fun.com. They're not endorsing this, but they have some great information here that I need to share with you. Here we go. Anatomy of a yacht. Do you have an upcoming power boat lesson with us and want to get a head start, or perhaps you'd like to brush up on your boating knowledge? Either way, we've compiled a list of the most important parts of a yacht that you'll want to know before heading out onto the water. Hull. The hull is the part of the boat that floats. It consists of internal framework and is covered by an outer fiberglass shell, the part that you can see and touch. Bow. Pronounced like cow. Bow. Pronounced like cow. The bow is the front of the boat hull. Pronounced boat. Stern. The back of the boat. Hull. Pronounced hool. Port. Left while looking forward. Starboard. Right while looking forward. Aft. In or toward the back. Berth. The sleeping area. One might think that's where you give birth. And I know that's a joke that's gone around the clock from the northeast corner of the Antarctic to the southeast side of Hawaii. Birth. Giving birth in the birth. Giving birth in the birth. It's a birth. It's a birth. That would be an interesting short film. Actually, a long film. A whole series of a woman. First season, she's going to give birth. Second season, after the birth. Bam. The birth. The birth. The birth. Maybe it's a woman who's abandoned on a ship. Maybe all these pirates came. They killed everyone. Everyone killed the pirates. Everyone killed each other except she. She got out somehow. She's pregnant. So it would all depend on how we'd want to stretch the timeline. Would that first season be closer to when she's about to give birth? In other words, is her journey on the ship gonna be? Maybe she got. Oh, I don't even know if I want to say it. Did one of the pirates inseminate her when they came aboard the ship? If there were pirates, I don't know. It doesn't have to be that ugly, right? It doesn't have to be that ugly. Maybe, there we go. Here we go. Oh, God. See, that leaves this crazy kind of conflict welling within her. It's like, if it's like some pirate, some unknown stranger that ends up, impregnating her, when they take over, now she's like, okay, great. I'm going to give birth to this kid. The kid can be like, my father was a pirate. Okay, let's go down this rabbit hole. So she's torn up about, would they even know about abortions way back then? Would they even know about what to do with that situation? Who first figure out what that first time? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to think about that. So this woman is at odds. She's like, I'm pregnant. She's the only one who survives on this ship. Does she have to eat people? Does it have to be that gross? Does she have to eat the dead bodies to stay alive? she would have to. She'd have all these. I mean, could you imagine those dead body parts getting thrown out in the water? Now there's sharks around there. Now we got all these seagulls coming and swooping in. I just had a flash of insight. Okay, so let's say, for instance, I thought of this interesting camera thing where we show her coming out from the hull of this thing. You know, do we reveal more and more throughout it? Maybe we reveal more and more of the ship. Bam. The first half of the season, she's on the ship. Everything's... maybe we just show it in flashbacks? Maybe she shows it in flashbacks. We see it in flashbacks. So it just starts with her all by herself. And then we slowly reveal more. We start revealing more and more of these dead bodies. Maybe she ends up finding something that was stolen from her among one of the other crewmates that, she finds in their pockets. Maybe she's trying to get all the stuff from the pockets from these people, label them, so then when she reaches where she's got to reach, maybe she wants to give them a proper burial. Maybe she wants to bring those things to their families. Maybe there's that kind of motivation. But so the story is pirates go on there. Okay, if we're going to go down this rabbit hole, one of them rapes her. So, and then now she's got this baby. So maybe when okay, so okay, bam. So holy shit. I mean, the first season could be the whole trip. At the end of the season, it looks like everyone's dead, and then she emerges from it. Or the first season is she learns that she's pregnant. She knows how to fish. Maybe she knows how to cook and clean. Maybe she knows how to hunt. Maybe she knows how to skin them. Maybe it's gross, but she skins these people like she skins deer. Maybe maybe she knows exactly how to preserve this stuff. It's gross, but she knows what to do. Or she doesn't and she grows into it. Or we don't know yet. So the berth, the BERTH. So eventually, she ends up giving birth on the ship. She's raising this kid. How long could she survive with this kid in the ship? Either she knows a lot about hunting. She knows all about that aspect, or she doesn't know about any of this stuff. Maybe she doesn't detach the umbilical cord. Maybe the baby just grows from that umbilical cord. It could be a larger ship, so there are different decks, so we get to see more and more of this thing unfold. That could be a thing, something cool. So it starts sort of the smaller area, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Through these dead bodies, more things are revealed, more of a story. Now, let's say, for instance, the end of the second season, maybe she you know, people are asking her, she's giving them a different story. She was telling them that her, maybe she lies. She says that one of the guys that she was on the ship with impregnated her, but not a pirate. Maybe wherever she goes, it's like, oh, it's bad blood to have a pirate child. So she just lies and lies and lies. Maybe at some point it's revealed that the kid's father is a pirate. Maybe we start seeing this kid, he has these skills. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe the mom doesn't know much about. Maybe she's really good at fishing. Maybe she's maybe there are cows aboard, maybe for some reason. The cows are saved, all the animals are saved. If there happen to be animals on the ship. Animals are saved. It's the people that die. And there's a couple of dying people still on the ship. So, would she give birth at the end of the first season? Or would she give birth? Yeah, because the whole second season would be her. Or that whole first season is just her getting bigger and bigger and bigger. She starts learning. She's got to, we start piecing things together more and more. Yeah, maybe that's the second season. Is that now she's giving birth. She's in the birth. She's got to, what does she do? Maybe she tries to figure out the most effective way of, maybe she ends up feeding the bodies to the cow and then just only drinking milk with she and the kid. Maybe there's grain there, feed the chickens or whatever. Feed the cows, feed the cows the human meat, feed them the, this is a whole thing we don't know yet. We're brainstorming here, but man.
I look forward to being friends.
Oh my God!
I think
This
you're
is so
really cool,
incredible.
fucking dude.
Thank you, man. I had such a fun time walking through the hallways and just seeing you, just laughing and just your demeanor was just absolutely hilarious, man.
Oh, yours is too.
Oh my God, dude. So do you have an Instagram? I'm gonna record
I do.
you. I'm gonna record
I'm
some
the
of these
only
folks.
Bo Newcomb. Okay.
Oh, Bo
I'm the
Newcomb.
only Bo Newcomb in the world.
Nukem.
BeauNewcomb.
Wow.
Bo Newcomb.
Dude, that is a pen name if I ever heard one.
That's what everybody
great.
says.
Dude, are you an
I
author?
get jobs just because of my name.
Really?
No, I'm a big data engineer.
A data engineer?
Yeah.
What kind of what
big
data
data,
are you
like,
engineering?
Big data, Splunk, collecting data, correlation.
What like clouds? Are we talking like referring
Yes,
to the
cloud.
cloud?
I built Splunk Cloud.
What's it called?
Splunk Cloud.
Spelunk, SPLUNK, like spelunking. You're Splunk
Yep.
cloud, like
That's
you're,
what it-
you're
yeah, that's a play on it.
investigating.
That's
That's
a play on
great, dude. That's awesome.
It's
So you
so
built
powerful.
you built this whole cloud system.
Yeah.
How the heck did you know where to start with something like that?
I've been
It's
doing
such
it for
a
like 20
mystery to me.
years.
Wow.
I just dig in.
So you
dude.
just build clouds.
I built clouds.
How big are these clouds?
We had like 450 fucking customers, separate clouds. So there would be like NFL.splunkcloud.com, AOL.splunkcloud.com, eBay.splunkcloud.com, blah, 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 blah. And each one, they had their own login, and then we would send them a package that they put on their servers, send back to our cloud,
Dude,
and we run analytics.
that's incredible.
Yeah, that's what we do.
So, what? How the heck? I mean, it just sounds so mysterious.
Everybody
Do you have
says that.
Do you have a way of like seeing like the space that it takes? Like, do you have a way of like kind of seeing a visual representation of like of where it
You
is
gotta
in the
make your own
universe of
charts. You
clouds
gotta
or
make
whatever?
your own- You gotta make your own diagrams, your own.
Like where the boundaries are or something, or
Boundaries are important.
like I mean, can you draw it in the shape of something?
Oh, sure.
You could draw your cloud in the shape of something.
In the shape of a cloud.
Well, like for instance, could you do like let's say cursive? Like could you put a message? Could you sign a message into it around it? So there's this. So if someone had some kind of machine, they could actually read into it, or maybe even like some kind of waves, like a record player. So if you read it with a specific kind of thing, it would maybe play a song of some sort. Is there a way of doing something like that?
Well, so there's always metadata.
There's always what?
Metadata.
Oh, the metadata.
Yeah.
What happens with the metadata?
So whatever requests you send, whatever you go to on the internet, it's like it's got your name, your number, where you are, your geographic location, all of it, every single request. So what we do is we take the metadata. I don't want to know your name.
Yeah.
I just want to know number 109995 likes to show up in springtime all the time and buy a bunch of shirts.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
So you see
and
the
then
connections.
we can figure out that, okay, well, he also likes this kind of thing. He likes music. He shops a lot of music sites. Let's give the same ads to the other guys who like music.
Aha. So, okay, so for instance, like the Facebook targeted ads,
Yep.
does that take some kind of technology that you know about to make that happen?
Yeah. Dude,
That's incredible.
they're fucking stealing from us.
Really?
Does Facebook charge you money?
No.
They want your data. They want you to post. They want to analyze you. And then they want to sell you to someone else and give you ads back and have you buy something.
Wow.
It's like, dude, the biggest thing for me, it's not like a privacy thing. It's not like you're invading my privacy. I want a life that is a life of discovery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want you to see something I did before and then show me an ad
Right.
to get me to buy something.
Right. Like this guy
I want
likes
to
licorice,
learn
so let's keep
things.
giving him
Yeah.
licorice ads or something.
I want to see something new.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing, dude? It's like, so I moved in this new apartment and we got this wine fridge. And I never even posted about it, never took a picture of the wine fridge or anything. Suddenly in Facebook,
No.
pictures of the wine fridge.
No way.
I'm like,
What?
really?
What?
Yeah. I'm like, you didn't hear my voice. You didn't even see a
Dude.
picture.
Wow. Wow.
Dude, it's
So they just knew you
bad.
bought it, and then now they're like, okay,
I
bam,
didn't
bam,
even
bam,
buy
bam.
the wine fridge. I
you
just
didn't
had
even-
the apartment.
Oh,
wine
okay.
fridge.
Wow, now things are very strange. Okay, so you're saying the
I
apartment
didn't
just
take a
happens to
picture of
have
my-
it.
Yep.
You showed up, there it was, and all of a sudden they're
All of a
showing you
sudden
wine
ads
fridges.
of the wine fridge, the
my-
exact one.
oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
oh, it's only $150?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How bizarre.
It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
A Minority Report, right? They're going to pop up on the
Yeah.
screen over there and, remember that turtleneck you were going to buy?
Yeah.
Use your Bluetooth. You can buy it right now.
Yep.
Quick. 20% off. Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
my buddy just jacked your hat, bro.
Oh my God. That
He was cracking me up, dude.
Oh my gosh. It was so funny. It was a comedy of errors. I was trying to find him. He gave me this thing. I call it the Canadian hat because it was like, it's the kind with like ears.
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
Yeah. Like in the Fargo.
Call it his lumberjack hat, but yeah.
Yeah.
Your description's actually more accurate.
It's good and so I was walking around all night with this thing, and I'm like, and I forgot that I had that hat on. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta find that hat before the show. The guys are gonna kill me, and because we all have the same hat.
Yep.
And so I was like looking around. It was so funny, and I didn't realize he was telling me the two of them were spying on me, looking for them. So while I was looking for them, somehow they were way over there watching me look for them, and I would disappear down the hallway. And I guess I'm like, what the heck? So that whole time I was looking for you guys. Somehow you saw me
Did they
looking
get
for
your
you.
hat back before you
Oh yeah, well, after the show. I mean, luckily I had like a substitute hat, so that was good.
That asshole.
It was there was like such a comedy to it where it was like,
Well, and to be fair, he was on a level of debauchery that he can't really be held responsible for his actions
That's
at
right.
that point.
that's right, especially
We
on a
should all
cruise
be-
ship.
Yeah, guys. Last cruise, I stayed right up there.
You stayed what, up in the
Right up
trees?
Drink.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Oh, is that another?
It's like a fireball replacement, I think.
Yeah, incinerator.
That's right.
I think it's fucking nasty.
It's awful.
But when I was frying balls
the
on the boat...
aftertaste. Yeah. No, that shit's worse than Fireball.
Oh, no, I just tried it. When I was
I know,
frying
me
balls
too.
on the boat, though, I liked
Yeah.
Fireball because it was really sweet, and I was just grilling, and I was like, yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah, because it's like chewing big league chew. I mean,
And I didn't
what do you
really
call it?
want to, I don't really like to
Big
drink
Red.
when I'm
Yeah, sounds like the
Big
red one.
Red, the red one.
When I'm going that hard, I don't really like to drink. I just did it kind of for the flavor, and then I just drink water all night. With the Fireball, I'd be like, oh, that tastes really good.
Yeah, it's like a liquid, liquid candy. It's like a And then before a little bit more, you get a little more schnockered, and you pass the point of no return at that point.
Yeah, well, I
up
hope
the
you guys
stairs.
had fun, man.
Oh my God, we had an extraordinary time.
I know the 311 people are fucking pretty dope. to
They
be
are
around,
so
dude.
good. I had no idea what was residing beneath in the roots of it all.
Well, they
This whole
worked for it.
community is, I mean, God, you're totally responsible for probably, I would have to say, why 311 is so popular, because you go out there and you spread the word and you talk about how great this paradise is, paradise on the water.
Well, they
And then more people are like, I got to get in there.
They grinded their road warriors, and they grinded by having a consistent message. The struggle to stay positive. It's not all just about being positive. It's about the struggle to stay positive. And so the people who are pulled into the music are trying to be better.
Yes.
They're not just fans of the songs. They're trying to be. The songs touch them because they're striving for these things that the band talks about. They're going through these struggles. I want to be better. I want to get better. I want to do better. And these songs talk about doing just that. So, you were never alone on that boat. You could turn around and literally talk to anybody.
Oh my
and
God.
have a conversation.
Oh my God, it was absolutely astounding. Everywhere you go. And then when I would see people, the way that they would treat each other, like when they saw each other, it's like, it's you. And, it was like, the greatest thing ever in the world. It's like they're seeing their favorite. I love that. Oh my God, that is of course you got that there. Oh my God, brilliant. You written on the name tag. God, that is so good. I am you. Oh my God.
The crazy thing is, if you get to do more than one.
From Yali Crew?
Well, yes, I am. Are you from the 311 Cruise?
No. Actually, no.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
I'm not. I'm just like a person that roams around looking for 311 Cruise.
That's great.
I just walk around like with my like sonar.
Oh yeah. With those 311ers. Yeah. Oh my God.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was the most ideal situation we could ever hope for.
Yeah.
You know, when we feel the vibes, we just want to keep, just slingshot them right back.
Yeah.
And then it comes right back. You know, what I love so much is that Paulie gets up in the balconies, so he extends the stage. He extends it out into the audience.
So
and now
you're
the
like,
audience is like on the stage now. So they're like, whoa, what the heck? He's way
no,
out
it was
here
funny
next to me.
because like this song comes on and I was all like, ooh, ooh, and then Brian's all like, oh, that's the guy from Yali Crew. I'm like, what?
Oh my God. What? And how beautiful is this? We got Africa playing on the
Exactly.
I love
That's
what you're saying. Oh my God. Like how crazy is that that synced
like,
right
wow,
together
is that?
so
How
perfectly.
is that? I'm like,
Oh my God. This whole trip has been that way for me.
Right?
Every millisecond has been a mind explosion. Everyone I've talked to is just number one, great people. But then number two, I'll meet this person way over in a whole nother section. I'll meet this person way in a whole nother section. And then I end up seeing them hanging out together. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's you. And then the two of them are like, oh, we're great old friends. I'm like, of course, yeah. Everyone's giving high fives. I'm like, oh my God.
Yes.
Of course you all know each other. Like there was a time like this where there were these girls who dressed like pandas.
Oh yeah.
And
the
pandas. So it was just so great because like I met them they were like some of the very first people I met when I got on the ship. And that was before they were in the panda costumes. So I had my eyeballs, just like wide open looking for the pandas. I'm like, where are they? Because I knew when that costume party rolled around, sooner or later, there they were. But the funny thing was, what I didn't realize was that, where did they go? Gosh, I need to start remembering more of these. Oh, yes, her with the blonde hair. Yes. What's her name again?
Haley.
And what's her husband's name? Or boyfriend's name?
Aaron.
Yeah. Okay, so Haley and Aaron.
you win.
No, I should win because
The crazy
we're
thing,
friends.
So the crazy thing was, I had my eyeballs open for the pandas, and walking across the top, I just saw these panda suits. I'm like, oh my God, it's the pandas! And I shout, and it's them wearing panda costumes. So I just see this panda thing, and they look at me, they're like. And I'm like, wait, you're not the pandas I was looking for, but you're pandas, and it's you.
It's
just.
John has a panda suit.
Oh my God! Oh my God, that's incredible. It was just so great. So I saw those pandas, and then I saw the original pandas. Oh my God! So the main reason why I brought up the original pandas was because I later on did see them in their costumes, and it turns out that they knew all these different people that I had seen
in other
different places. Yeah, so it was like this crazy. I mean, it was like a flashback of my trip through that time so far. Oh my God.
And now you are surrounded.
It is so exciting. It is so exciting. This is such a wonderful community.
That is so amazing.
It's such a wonderful community. It's so crazy. My cousin Scott Madden, he used to work for Capricorn Records, like way back in the day. And 311 used to be on Capricorn Records. And he did all the Midwest promotions for 311 back in the day, out in in Chicago. And he's actually in one of the 311 documentaries. I can't remember one of them, but he kind of introduces them. And I remember him giving my brother and I these 311 CDs that had this special marking on it, and it was like 2 or 3 weeks before it came out in the store, and it's saying, don't share this with anyone. This is a promotional copy only. And so it was like this, like, what is this? I'd never heard music like that before. And the drums, they got those sharp, like, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And so it's just been amazing through the years to see how they've evolved and how this whole philosophy has been stirred. The cosmic soup has been stirred, and then I go into the middle of the.
And we're all in the middle of the ocean.
Oh
where
my
you can't get away
God.
from each
It's
other.
ocean soup.
And we're all.
It is ocean
and
soup.
we're
It is
still
totally
like-
ocean soup. In this little traveling village. Oh, geez. Okay,
All right.
ladies, I gotta go. I gotta
you
put stuff
later.
in my rooms. Take care.
You too.
We'll be back later. We are now heading back to the room.
No, check it out.
Hey, everybody. Gather around. Want to hear the Inspirado hotline number? Yeah! All right. Goes a little bit like this. 561-203-9179er. 561-203-9179er. Say, I got an idea. How about you try it? Sounds great! Okay, here we go. 561-203-9179er. That sounds great. 561-203-9179er. That sounds awesome. 561-203-9179er.
What is your favorite David Bowie movie? Mine's Labyrinth and The Man Who Fell to Earth. I'm curious what you think.
Thank you to Man Behind the Machine for that great question concerning David Bowie. I almost said David Bowie. David Bowie is the percussionist of Yachtly Crew. David Bowie, on the other hand, I recently saw, he was in The Man Who Fell to Earth. I saw just recently, actually about a week ago, I just saw for the first time ever The Prestige, and he did a great job as Tesla. I love how they weaved sort of allusions and illusions towards the Philadelphia experiment. For those out there who are familiar with that, David Bowie did awesome in that. The Man Who Fell to Earth, Labyrinth, yes. Agent Jeffries. He played Agent Jeffries in Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, which was another phenomenal job. So, yeah, David Bowie, man. The Man Who Fell to Earth, that's the kind of style of movie that I really, really dig. Reminds me of the kind of style of movie of El Topo. I just recently saw Under the Skin. Oh, that's a mind bender. These artistic. I still need to see, and I have a feeling Suspiria is kind of in the same vein. I need to see both of those. But there's this interesting kind of Holy Mountain, that kind of movie too. There's just this interesting way. I just realized I came across the existence. I didn't realize this was a name or anything. French New Wave cinema. That was something that is also appeals to me. That's something that existed back in the day, and you could tell the vast difference between movies that were made in America and movies that were made over there in Europe, because they were using all kinds of interesting tricks, all kinds of moving cameras, and just fascinating. A lot of our camera shots were very static. One spot, there we go. Here's this angle, there's that angle, bam, bam, bam. So intriguing. So, yeah, that's my David Bowie. Those are my favorite David Bowie conundrums.
This is Stu Strauss, the Woodsman, and you're listening to Inspirado Projecto.
came across this program online. There was this article about these various pieces of music that have been created through the years that actually can be replicated simply because those were additions, those were not a part of the original composition that was submitted to the copyright. So this changes a whole lot of different stuff in terms of how people look at copyrighted material now. So someone can borrow a Led Zeppelin song, so to speak. They can borrow it as long as it was not part of the original composition. And so that way, so what this guy did was he took a lot of pieces of these songs that have had issues lately, copyright issues lately, and he put them all together, and you could actually blend things together, like pieces of the synth from Riders on a Storm, or the bass line from what was it? Let's Get It On, I think it was. And then oh my gosh, pieces of all kinds of stuff. Billy Joel stuff, all kinds of stuff. Saxophones from other songs. And so you can actually create your own songs, and that's what you hear. That's what you'll hear on this broadcast if you didn't already. Depends on where I place this. Depends on where I place this segment. Oh shit. So there you have it. See how this all evolves later. Oh my god. I smacked my head on the freaking dryer. That was quite comedic, I guess, to some people watching. Not to this avatar. They probably saw that whole thing in the cameras up there, didn't they? Wow. What if you had like a apartment complex that was filled with all just creative types who lived in the building, and they agreed to be videotaped in the hallways. And that footage could be utilized in movies that are spliced together. So you basically say, okay, I guess in a sense it's kind of like Big Brother. However, the world is not necessarily watching. It's just within your own community, sort of like CCTV. But it'd just be within your own community. And so that way, as it's in your own community, you know, the editors, the directors, the what have you, the people who live there could basically plot certain scenes already. They could already plan out specific scenes that they want, that they know will be recorded in the hallways, that they can go back later and splice and dice. So that helps out a lot with location issues, one might think. Just make where you live a location. There you go. I might watch that movie again. What was it called? Please Be Kind, Rewind? I'm inspired to watch that now because I know how creative they get in that movie. It's just very admirable. It says a lot. All right, folks. What you're about to hear here is a riff that just popped into my brain on the guitar. And also another thing that was created with that program program I was talking about earlier. So any of these things could be happening before or after what I'm saying right now. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. I really do. Thank you for everyone who has contributed to this episode. Man Behind the Machine. Thank you to the wonderful 311 Cruisers. Thank you to Maria Humphreys from Strong Body, Strong Soul. Thank you to everybody who contributes to the creation of this program. Right now, this guy, I'm gonna play this while I'm talking here. This song is called Passing Through. The name of the maker is called Gray, Gray. And he goes by the name, his real name is Dylan Bernard. And someone we know, family friend Pamela Peterson, from back in the days when we used to go to Vietnam parades. She was a part of that. And she said, hey, everyone please take a listen to my son's friend's music. And I said, well, send them to me on Inspirado Projecto. I'll play them on the podcast. I'll play them on the radio. There are 3 pieces here. Yesteryears, Where Was I? Stargazing, Passing Through. What we're listening to right now is Passing Through. So I can guarantee you on our next Inspirado Projecto show in K-Chung Studios, 16:30 a.m. Monday the 1st, July 1st. We'll be playing on the air another one of these songs by Gray. Here's a fun fact. Gray also was the title of an experimental music band that Basquiat and Vincent Gallo were part of. If you ever want to hear some of it, go check out the Basquiat movie. Oh, dude, I forgot to mention. Whoa, David Bowie played Andy Warhol in that movie, Basquiat. Oh my God, that is another phenomenal performance by David Bowie. Whoa, man, I can't believe I did. Wow, man. Wow. Basquiat, you got to check it out. Basquiat, you'll see Vincent Gallo for a smidgen in there. There's a part in there where Basquiat and the guys are playing music up on stage. Great. This is so interesting. Had I not brought this up, had I not thought about, wow. I knew there was one hiding in the back of my brain. I knew there was another David Bowie character that I really dug. Wow. Yeah, Andy Warhol. He got to play some really kick-ass characters in his life, huh? All right, that's all for now. Thank you for listening to Inspirado Projecto. You can hear us on Spotify, TuneIn, Breaker, Outcast, Google Play, Google Pod, all over the place, just all over the place. And remember, you can always contribute to this too. 561-203-9179. You could also email me, inspiradoprojecto@gmail.com. Send me your music. I love playing it on the show. I love doing it. All right, let's work together on this thing. Let's see what we could do. All right, I think we could have a blast. Take care. Keep the Inspirado flowing.